this, like this, like this, like this. So guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, we are talking about Dr. Elizabeth's parents. Yes, from what we heard, allegedly. They said Dr. Elizabeth's parents, they had a serious attack. Serious one, allegedly. Because I will always remind you that I do not live in the palace of Ife Kingdom. Then I must shift to go inside. Go inside. Oh. They said after they visited the palace with a serious warning. The reason why they visited the palace, if you're just joining, you're welcome. Please help me share this video and give this video a thumbs up, okay? So, according to the information, they said the reason Dr. Lizzie's parents visited the palace was after Dr. Lizzie had accidents. You know, from what we heard, they said after the king bought new car for Dr. Lizzie and the meetup, well, some time ago. Then, the very first time that Dr. Lizzie wanted to use her own and go out, they said she entered the car and on her way driving out, the car had an accident and hit the pavement. And thank God nothing happened to Dr. Lizzie anywhere, but they say it was just the light of that car that got spoiled. Then my sheep, mommy, go inside. Oh, mama, go inside. Oh, good girl, good girl. So guys, they said after that accident, the car was a new car, so they were not expecting it to start developing problem, and they said it was brake issue. And when they carried out investigation, don't open that door, go back. Who is that person coming? I said go back. So when guys don't mind, I said don't open the door, you're opening it. Great, go back. Don't make noise. I know you will not make noise. Okay, follow this side. I'll go this side. Mommy, I'll go this side. Don't make noise, okay? So guys, I have little kids, so it's one of those things. So you're welcome if you're just joining. So after that accident, why are you laughing? Sorry for the distraction. So they said after that accident, the king have to get people to investigate on why there should be such development, knowing fully well that the car is just a new car. You know? Mommy, go back, go back. You people will go to your room. You want to go to your room? Guys, sorry. What do you expect? What is you know, children, they will always do what makes them children. So when the king find out that when the king set people to go and investigate, they later find out that someone tampered that brake. It's a new car, so it's not supposed to develop any fault. So when he found out that someone tampered with the brake, and their main reason of doing that is such that when Elizabeth uses it, it will develop, it will have a problem. The main reason is for her to have a serious accident. That's the thing. But thank God it did not work out the way they planned it. So when the parent hears about it, they came to the palace. If you're just joining, you're welcome. They came to the palace, you know, with a warning, telling the king that it is obvious that the fight and attack in the palace is too much, that he should try as much as possible to ensure that nothing happens to their daughter. And again, Queen Naomi and Prince Tadenikawo, he should also make sure that this place is cleared off, you know, and the security is tight before thinking of bringing Prince Tadenikawo and Queen Naomi inside the palace. They must stop. So, after that warning, because according to them, according to the news, they said they threatened to take their daughter along with them. You know, they wanted to go with their daughter, but they said the king pleaded with them that Dr. Lizzie is almost his hand and leg in that palace right now. Dr. Lizzie is the only company that he have in the palace right now, especially now that Queen Naomi is not there. They said when the case was somehow tough, that they really want their daughter to go with them because they are not sure that she will be safe there, considering how things are moving in that palace. They said Queen Naomi intercede, as in she added her voice to beg Dr. Lizzie's parents. And after begging, let's go back. People should go to your room. They said after begging, Dr. Lizzie decided to stay, and the king assured the parents that he is going to ensure that they are safe in his palace. Then they said after that incident, when the parents are now returning back to their base, they live in Lagos from what we heard. When they were returning back to Lagos, they said on their way to Lagos that particular day, that is a very big bird attacked their car. They said the bird fly to their car screen, and the thing hit it such that it break the screen. You can imagine when a bird. They said the driver almost lose control. As a matter of fact, shortly after that one, they said their tire has busted. It wasn't an easy thing, and all of these things it is very clear. We do know that Dr. Lizzie's parents, they are members of Mountain of Fire, from what we heard allegedly, So I believe they are always spiritually alert, even if they don't want to be. The moment they give their daughter to Ooni of Ife, the moment they allow their daughter get married to the king, they should be spiritually alert, because if not, you cannot live in the palace if you are not spiritually strong, from what we are hearing, because we don't live there. But like I told you, they are all alleged information. Always bear that in mind. So they said this couple, that they were kind of, what is happening, and they started praying. Yes, so that is what the Mountain of Fire people are known for. They pray a lot, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing, because in a situation like this, it's only prayers. If you don't know how to do juju, get a babalawo to always intercede for you and all of that, the best thing for you to do is to pray. And even if you are rooted in babalawo stuff, if you are not prayerful, one day that babalawo will disappoint you. It's only God that doesn't disappoint. Yes, it's only God. Quote me anywhere. God never disappoints. Great, go back from here. Great. I go to your room now. I said go to your room. You want me to bring my cane? Guys, sorry for this distraction. So they said it was when they started praying that they realized that it is not a mere coincidence, that it is spiritual attack. And they prayed, though. After praying, they said when they got home, Dr. Lizzie's mom, who have never for once fall down in the bedroom, they said she fell down almost that same day. And you are still telling me that it's just a coincidence, it's just a normal accident. They said it wasn't a normal accident though. All those attacks we are coming from the palace, from what we heard. Because they said this couple told Ooni of Ife that the battle there is more of spiritual. They said they told the king there that the battle is more of spiritual than physical. That just this little one that he is seeing is just small compared with what is going on in the spiritual in that palace. And one thing we should know is this fight is not just about the Olories. There are a lot of people who don't want Queen Naomi back in that palace, not because she do anything to them or she did anything, no, because she is disturbing their attack on the throne, because they don't want her around, knowing fully well that she will always intercede for the king in prayers. Because the reason they are fighting Queen Naomi is not because of anything. It's because of that spiritual, you know that she's a spiritual being. She's always praying and then all of that. And this is something that these people doesn't want. And in order to make sure that she did not stay there and be stopping them from achieving some of their aims, they make sure that they push her out of the palace. I don't know if you've heard the story very well, because from what we heard, they said there was a time that a particular man came to, confess. And during their confession, the money people shift from here. So there was a time a particular man, one of the elders in the palace, was sick. The sickness was too much that they told him that unless you confess, that you are not going to succeed, that you are going to die on the process. That was when they said the man came to confess that they manipulated Queen Naomi spiritually out of that palace. They manipulated her. She did not just leave the palace on her own because she wants to. No, it's through their manipulations that they push her out. And what they plan to do to her is not, this one is just small compared with what they planned. It was then that we realized that they wanted to. Their main reason, their main aim is to, hey, Grace, sit down. Mommy, sit down. If you will not sit down, you go to your room. Guys, sorry. If you don't talk like this, they will just bring down this ring light I'm using. I'm telling you. But anyway, it's our job. We have signed to be doing that. So they said it was during this confession that we find out that they really manipulated Queen Naomi out of that palace. So it's not, this fight is not just about the Olories. There are some elders who really want her out of the way, So that is what the parents of Dr. Lizzie exposed to the king. Although from the way things have been unfolding in the palace, the king already should know that this battle is not just about Victor, go back. It's not just about the Olories, but there are some elders who are also involved. So I believe after they must have said all of that to the king in the palace, they decided to feed on their flesh. But because the God that they serve is bigger, that is why they were unable to achieve their aim. So, great. You guys should go to the dining. Oh, follow Victor and go to the dining. Victor is there. Victor, on that light. People should go to the dining. Oh my God. Good girl. So guys, sorry for the distraction. It's one of those things, like I told you. If you have kids, you will understand what I'm saying. They are always like that. So they'll always want to stay where mommy is, and you cannot send them away. So now they said after that attack, then Dr. Lizzie's father have to call the king again to remind him that the battle is on, that the battle is really on, and it's not just about the wives. Because a lot of people think that the only people that don't want Queen Naomi back in that palace are the Olories. They are not the only people. In as much as they don't want her back, maybe because they don't want to, they notice that the king loves her more than any of them, and they are afraid that if she should come back to the palace, that the king might forget everything about them. There are still people whose mission maybe is to bring an obstacle to the throne in one way or the other. And we do know that if Queen Naomi is there, they might not be able to achieve their aim. And that is why they are fighting with everything they've got to see that Queen Naomi did not return back to the palace. So, one thing I know for sure is, whether they fight Dr. Lizzie's mom, parents, spiritually or physically, they are not going to win in the battle. But the thing is that it is more of spiritual battle than physical. And a lot of people who are blaming Queen Naomi, who are telling Queen Naomi, why don't you return back to your palace? This is where you belong and all of that. She know why she is running. She's out there, maybe in the name of running away. She's not just running away. She is trying to protect Prince Tadenikawo. Because if you have listened before, they said she made it clear to the king that she would choose to keep Tadenikawo safe over the marriage. She would choose to make sure that her only son, Prince Tadenikawo, is safe, because that is a blessing of God from that marriage. If that is the only thing that she gained from that marriage, that she is okay, you know. And the day she narrated how she conceived Prince Tadenikawo, I don't know if you watched that video. That was when she attended a program in Singapore. It was that day that she narrated how she was being frustrated in the palace, how she kept herself holy, believing that because she kept herself holy, that if she get married, there won't be stories, there won't be things like what she's facing today. But on getting married, reverse became the case, you know. And at a point, she wanted to give up, but she asked God for one thing, that if God should do it for her, that she will forever be grateful. And it was that day, she said, after that prayer, she conceived and bare Prince Tadenikawo. And from what we heard, she had series of miscarriages. Some said 3, you know, before she was able to give birth to Prince Tadenikawo. I don't know. And during that time, from what we are hearing allegedly, they said Ashley was putting family planning pills in her juice and her food. I don't know how true it is, but one thing I do know is, ever since this story started trending, ever since Queen Naomi left the palace, everybody is talking about how bad Ashley have treated Queen Naomi in that palace, because we do know that they are the 2 people that were in that palace, and Queen Naomi felt that she is a friend, or she was a friend. She never know that a day will come when she will betray her. She never believed that, you know, because she was kind of young and naive. So with all of this thing going on, it is very clear that Ashley contributed greatly in the reason why when Naomi left the palace. They used Ashley, or let me say, Ashley played a great role in seeing that Queen Naomi left the palace. And I believe her own reason is to have the king to herself, because from what we heard, Ashley and Ooni of Ife have become friends. As a matter of fact, they said she was betrothed to the king, you know. And due to circumstances, some said it's because the king was always with women and all of that, that Ashley left him, Ashley left him, and that was when she got involved with the man that impregnated her, and that baby, that her daughter, is the result of that relationship. I don't know if the man married her or not. I can't just tell. So I believe Ashley's part is just that she don't want Queen Naomi to be there, so that she will be the one married to the king. Maybe her main reason is because she wants to be married to the king. Other sources, other people who have been fighting, other sources that fight Queen Naomi might be as a result of power tussle. Yes, because when she is defeating them spiritually, when they are unable to achieve their aim as a result of her standing in the gap for the king, they will do everything to see that she is out of the palace. And that is why Dr. Lizzie's parents is shouting, raising alarm, telling the king, you need to be careful. You need to be very careful. The battle is not what you think it is. It is beyond that. It is beyond that. Don't just think that the wives are the only problem. They are not the only problem. They are not the only problem. As a matter of fact, some elders are the ones who front the wives, who are using the wives to see if they are going to achieve their end. But one thing I know for sure is that as long as Queen Naomi is in the picture, they will not succeed. they will not succeed, because God knows the reason he brought her to Ooni of Ife's way. And God knows the reason he gave her, only her, a son for the king. So you see, no matter how long the battle might last, God will always give them victory. Victory at last, because I'm sure by the grace of God, nothing will happen to Priest Adenikawo. And maybe Priest Adenikawo will be the one to settle all of this fight in due time. I don't know what you think. Okay? Whatever you think, please share with us on the comment section. And please give this video a thumbs up and say your opinion on the comment section. It's obvious that I have about 12 people and not even one like. Don't you like my live stream? Don't you like my live stream? I have about 12 people present. Not even one like. Yay! You get that CBO. Now so I hate me rich. Now so I hate me rich. Hey, thank you so much. One person have given me like at least. Thank you. My God will bless you. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. We'll continue this life later. Let me just quickly make food. Let my kids eat and go and sleep, because they needed to sleep by now. Tomorrow is school. Okay? So guys, thanks for watching. Please help me share this video. I love you guys. For always being part of my channel. Thank you. I love you. Whether you are liking, you are commenting or not, as long as you like to stay here with me, at least keep me busy. Make me feel like, hey, someone is watching. Because if nobody is watching, I would have ended long ago. But because there are some people watching, I will always come out. Especially now that if I'm cooking at this point. If I'm cooking, I'll be doing live so that we'll interact. But it's obvious I don't know how to, do it the other way so that, but I will learn it for your sake. So that next time it's going to be an interactive life. Okay? It's not going to be just me talking. Next time I'll find a way to sort it out so that it will be an interactive one. Is it not good like that? So guys, thanks for watching. Let me make meal. Let me make food. You want to watch me? You want to see what I'm cooking? I want to cook okra soup. See it? I want to cook okra soup and the bitter leaf. I'm not using the bitter leaf to cook okra. I'm using ede to make that bitter leaf. I just wish I would have the strength to carry this ring light and be showing you all of that, so that some mothers who are watching me will learn how to cook, or maybe they will learn my own way of cooking, because I know that all of you are great cook. And when I finish cooking, I will share it with you in the comment section. Okay? So guys, thanks for watching. I believe this life is going to be the only way out this time, because I'm always busy these days. Too busy. If you watch very well, it's just 2 videos that I posted today. So, guys, thanks for being here with me. Help me share this video, okay? And like my video, like at least if 17 of you will like now, it will increase the life. As a matter of fact, if the like is high, YouTube will share my video, they will recommend my videos. So please always like my videos so that you set me up for recommendation. Let me be growing small now. Don't you want me to grow? Guys, don't you want me to be growing? So please, they always like, share, okay? So that if I finish cooking this soup, I will share with you. I'll give you big meat. I'll put bigger meat for you. If you always like my video, after cooking, I'll give you a very big meat. Okay, even if you don't like meat, I'll give you fish, please. So guys, bye bye. Love you.